The LG V20 user here, and today I have some more leaks for you guys on the Moto G6, G6 Plus, and G6 Play, guys. So I'm on frontend.com here. So more specs has been leaked, and also pricing has been leaked out for these phones as well. So that's pretty good. So these phones are not they haven't been announced about Motorola yet, but people are still throwing out specs and leaks and all that good stuff. So yeah, those are the three phones right there. Beautiful phones in my personal opinion. I've already done a video about these leaks before, but I'm gonna give you guys more info about the specs and shit. So I'm thinking that's the G6, G6 Plus, G6 Play, I guess. So let's get into it, guys, shall we? So it says info about Motorola's upcoming phones is leaking from all sides these days, obviously, indicating that Moto may launch a G6, G6 Play, and G6 Plus very soon. Likely at Mobile Congress at the end of February, which is less than 2 weeks away. Holy shit. The three devices will purposely have a brand new glass and metal design similar to that of last year's Moto X4. So that's pretty good. So it's gonna have like more premium look and feel to it, guys. As you guys can see back of these phones right here, they look like the Moto X4 on the back, especially the G6, the G6 Plus. The G6 Player has a single camera, I believe. The first two has dual camera, so the Moto X4 has dual camera. So yeah, so they're kind of taking design language from the Moto X4, which is nothing wrong with that, you know. Let's see. While the design already leaked out in a beautiful, trendy 18:9 screen format, the specs have been the subject of speculation for a good month now, with just one piece of info tracking down the rumor pipe until today or yesterday, rather. Maybe today, hold on. This got published yesterday. No, this actually got published this morning, okay? This morning, alright? It got published this morning, okay? Till today, that is when we reiterated most there is to learn about the number crunching silicone inside the phones. Okay, the screen resolutions and batteries configs, but perhaps most importantly, the expected pricing tags. Okay, so we might get some pricing tags on here, and yeah. So there's a budget phones it is a budget phone. So yeah. It says the leader of the new Moto pack is the G6 Plus. So I guess that's the I guess that's the the big boy of the phone here. The big boy, the G6 Plus, is like the king of the Moto G line for this year, guys. It says it's buzzing with an upper mid-range Snapdragon 630 chipset, 4C plus display, and having a decent 3250 mAh battery to keep the lights on. This one should go for the equivalent of $265. Very good pricing. And you guys see the specs right there on the G6 Plus, and they're pretty fucking good in my opinion. So according to these leaked specs here, the Moto G6 Plus will have a 5.93 inch Full HD Plus display, 18:9 aspect ratio, Qualcomm Snapdragon 630 chipset, 12 megapixel, you'll get dual cameras on the back, so you'll get 12 megapixels and a 5 megapixel rear camera on the back, and you get a 16 megapixel front facing cameras, guys. I think the 5 megapixel is the wide angle camera on the back, and you'll have up to 6 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. Holy moly, holy shit. For $265, that's a fucking win right there. For $265, that's a fucking win, guys. And it also has a front facing camera flash. A fucking win right there. And it has a Motorola clock, which I'm a big fan of. If I could, I would get that shit on my LG V20 right now. I wish I could get that fucking clock on my phone right now. I'd get that bitch, you know. So that's the G6 Plus right there on top. Looks like, yeah. So I'll show you guys the back right fast. So you guys got the Motorola logo right there. If you guys can see that. You got the front-facing camera, earpiece, screen there, big ass screen, 5.93 inches. On-screen keys, your fingerprint sensor right there. I'm guessing that's your microphone, I guess. Back of the phone, it looks like it's like a glass back, and you got dual cameras, like I mentioned, 12 and 5 megapixels, and you got LED flash, your Moto logo. So yeah, pretty nice fucking phone here. Hope the specs are true for this thing. For $265, you can't fucking go wrong, right? This is the G6 Play right here we're looking at right now. It says if you need an exorbitant endurance on a charge, the Moto G6 Play will have you covered with a 4,000 milliamp pack, frugal Snapdragon 430 processor, HD plus display resolution, so we can see this puppy hit 2-3 days on a charge with above average use easily. That's what Motorola probably claims, but it depends on the user. Dude, I could kill 4,000 milliamps in one day. Cause you know I game on my phone, I watch YouTube, I make YouTube videos on my phone and all that shit. Sometimes I make YouTube videos on my phone sometimes. But if I had a 4,000 milliamp battery in my phone, I'd fucking use my phone. I would use that bitch to the fucking core. I'd use that bitch to the fullest show. So for anyone they said that they could see 2 to 3 days of battery life on this thing. Well, it depends on the user. If you're a light user, you could probably get more than that. But if you're a heavy user like I am, you could probably get a day maybe. It will also be around 190. Wow, not too bad, making it a perfect backup travel companion. So the specs on the G6 Play right here, you got a 5.7 inch HD display, 16:9 aspect ratio. So I'm assuming 720p at 1280, so about 258 ppi. Fingerprint sensor embedded in the Moto logo on back. So your fingerprint sensor, right there. That's a fucking win right there. That's fucking awesome, yo. It's fucking awesome, man. And then also, if you guys don't know, the Moto E5 is leaked to have the fingerprint sensor and the Moto logo as well. So we'll see about that. And you got three color versions of the G6 Play. You got dark charcoal, deep blue, and gold. The gold one probably looks sweet as hell. You got dark charcoal. This might be the deep blue version that you're seeing. You got a single rear camera, front facing camera with LED flash. They don't give us the megapixels, but we'll have to wait until they announce these phones. But I am going to do more videos about these phones. I am, because I know some of you guys might be interested in these phones, you know what I'm saying? So that's the G6 Play right there, and this one is the regular Moto G6 right here at the bottom. It says for a few tens more, you can have the Moto G6 upgraded with the Snapdragon 450, 4K plus display, but a 3,000 mAh battery. That middle of the road one is supposed to land at the equivalent of the 235. Oh wait a minute, what? Hold on, so that middle of the road one is supposed to land at an equivalent of 235, or just $30 less than the better equipped G6 Plus. So we will see which one will prove to be more popular. So I think this one's probably $235, I guess. I don't fucking know. What you get on the Moto G6, Scott? Oh shit. Straight on, way too far. So what you get on the G6 right here is you get 5.7 inch Full HD display. Hold on, hold on, that one's Full HD. This one is This one's HD. The G6 Play is HD 720 display, and this one's 1080 right here. So 1080, 18:9 aspect ratio, Snapdragon 450 chip. Dual cameras, 12 megapixel and 5 megapixel. The wide angle cameras will be 5 megapixel, 16 megapixel front facing camera, and you get 2 storage options: 3 gigabytes of RAM with 32 gigabytes of storage, or 4 gigabytes of RAM with 64 gigabytes of storage, and 3000 mAh battery. And your fingerprint sensor right there, if you guys can see that, and you got your Moto logo right there. We are going to so yeah, they said that this defense could be announced at Mobile World Congress next. I think it's the week after next. I think, or it might be next week or the week after next. But this one's could be announced at fucking Mobile World Congress. So yeah, man, what do you guys think about these specs on these phones so far? Nice looking phones, man. You know, nice looking phones. Great specs for what they are. Hopefully when they announce it, hopefully they'll be released on the same day. Hopefully. That's the G6 Plus, G6 Play, G6. Wait a minute, no, that's the G6 Play right there. That's the G6, I think, isn't it? No, wait, that's the G6 Plus. That's the G6. The G6 Play will have the fingerprint sensor and the Motorola logo. So that's the G6 Play, G6 Plus. No, that's G6. One of these, this G6. G6 Play, G6 Plus, and G6 there. So yeah, what do you guys think about the specs on these phones, and are you guys gonna be picking these phones up? I think the G6 Plus is gonna be $265. I think the goddamn G6 Play is gonna be $235, and the G6 could probably, I don't know, dude. I'm all over the fucking place now. And that's the G6. This is G6 Plus. That's $265. This one is the G6 Play. $190, okay, $190, and then you get $235. So the G6 Plus is $265. The G6 is $235, and the G6 Play is $190. And that one has the fingerprint sensor and the Motorola logo. So what do you guys think about these specs and prices? Are you guys gonna be picking one up? Do you guys like the specs on these phones and all that stuff? What do you guys think about the specs on these phones? Might do another video when these phones get announced, and we'll see what Motorola has to offer with these phones. We'll see what features they have and shit. So I'm just gonna get more specs on these phones here. I don't know if these are the confirmed specs or not. We will have to wait and see when Motorola announces these phones. And they're saying that Mobile World Congress could be the time that they announce these. Hopefully they'll announce them and release them on the same day. We'll see. So yeah, what do you guys think about these phones? Are you guys picking one up? I like the Moto G6 Plus, man, because of the screen size, the fucking the memory and shit and all. I like the screen size. I like the 6 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. But I wish that one had a 4,000 mAh battery in this one. But the G6 Play has 4,000 milliamps. Then the Moto G6 has 3,000 milliamps. So keep that in mind, guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out a lot. PJ, come subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.